I'm sorry I can't be here tonight. I've been moved. I'm now appearing at 11:30 on NBC. I'm here. But like, I'm watching on the internet. You're watching on the internet of all the different things that are going on at NBC. Like, yeah, Jay. This is the latest I've heard. I don't know if this is true, but this is the rumor I've heard. This is the one that's going around the late night circles. Jay moves to 11:30, and he does a half-hour show between 11:30 and 12. Then Conan does 12 till 1, and then Fallon does 1 till 2. I think that's what the rumour is tonight. I don't know if that's going to happen. And I'm thinking, where's Carson Daly in all of this? But... but I have to tell you, when I look at all this... Do I often stand like this? It's like I'm controlling my arm using puppetry. Anyway, I have to tell you, when I watch the other, NBC making this terrible mess of their schedule, and the guys that they're moving, they're nice guys. I know these guys. They're perfectly nice guys. They're professional. They're good at their jobs, but they get moved around. And when I watch the other guys making a mess of it, I think... And then... It's kind of like when you're playing a game of football and there's a guy coming to tackle you and he kind of trips and you go... Anyway, I just want to assure you this. As the other guys, they're doing all this stuff, they're making all these mistakes, but I do like to think that we still make the crappiest late night TV show. When all's said and done, we'll be remembered as the ones that sucked the most. But what did we do? We sucked at the same damn time every night. Every night, join me right here, and you'll get your regular dose of suck. We'll be right back, everybody.
The Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson, sponsored by Advil Cold and Sinus. With the power of Advil plus a strong decongestant. Ask for it at the pharmacy counter. Ladies and gentlemen, Craig Ferguson.
That's fine. Thank you very much. More than enough. Thank you. You've done your bit. Please sit down, relax. Everything's fine. Please sit down, relax. You've done your piece for the show. Your completely enthusiastic and realistic applause has fooled the folks at home, who now believe they're in for an evening of entertainment. I actually saw you. I saw one of the ladies in the audience. I came out and she was kind of fixing her hair, and our eyes met, and I saw that she wasn't applauding as much because she was fixing something, and she went. Because we have a team of people who go through the audience. Laugh, laugh. You will enjoy. Or no free candy for you. It is a great day for America, everybody. It is. It is a sad day for America. It's a sad day for candy lovers. The man who invented the Pez dispenser passed away today at the ripe old age of 87. Doctors were surprised. One day he seemed perfect, you know, everything seems fine, and then the next minute his head snapped right off. He was 87! Today I'm very excited because you can tell by my cock-a-hoop attitude. I am very excited. Today's the first day of the Consumer Electronics Show, you know, the Super Bowl for nerds. It's a huge convention in Las Vegas where they unveil the latest TV gadgets, the electronic doodads, the other stuff. I remember the first time I unveiled my doodads in Las Vegas. I got 2 encores and a standing ovation. Then I got kicked out of the buffet. Everyone in the electronics industry is going to Las Vegas for the weekend, and they'll be pleased to know that a brothel outside of Las Vegas has just started hiring male prostitutes. Called prostitutes, I think. This is the first time there's ever been a male brothel. It's for women who are tired of getting sex the old-fashioned way by saying, "Oh, all right then." If you insist. I don't know about being a male prostitute. It's not as sophisticated as it sounds, not all glitz and glamour, not like Deuce Bigalow, Male Gigolo. Do you know I auditioned for that movie, Deuce Bigalow, Male Gigolo? I did. Not for the actual Deuce Bigalow, Male Gigolo. I auditioned for Deuce Bigalow, European Gigolo. Which, as it turned out, is a challenging but flawed movie. And anyway, I failed the audition. Apparently I wasn't European enough. Just think if I'd have passed that audition, I'd have been living the dream life of Rob Schneider instead of working in this dump. What am I talking about? Consumer Electronics Show, or CES they call it. The big news at the CES this year is the 3D. They're peddling everything 3D. The 3D TV sets, 3D computers, 3D radios. If these hucksters get their way, everyone will be buying 3D TV sets in the next few years, and that is a bad idea. Because CBS will make me do all the stuff to appeal to the young demographic in 3D. It'll be all the, "It's a great day for America, everybody! Whoa, look at my pad!" Because I don't do that now. But when it comes to the new technology, I'm something of a Luddite. Do you know what Luddites are? Luddites were they were British people in the early 19th century who protested against the Industrial Revolution. They felt technology was ruining their lives. They were textile workers, so they thought the weaving loom was the work of the devil. They were like, "We don't like the weaving loom. It's the work of the devil. We like things the way they are, you know, expensive, old-fashioned ways of making pants. We like things about, you know, the Black Death. Yeah, we enjoy that, yeah. Taxation without representation, that's one of our favourites." They didn't like it. They thought the weaving loom was Satan's work, because everybody knows Satan likes nothing better than quality trousers. "I will destroy the world with my cheaply made pants." You know what? I think it's the Avatar movies made everybody excited about the 3D. But certain things I mean, Avatar, awesome in 3D, but TVs, some things I don't want to see in 3D. You don't want to see Andy Rooney in 3D. Who wants to sit in the living room and you get bristled by his actual giant eyebrows? What's the deal with things? Do you know who should never be in 3D? Larry King as well. I've met Larry. I've been on Larry King's show. Seeing Larry in 3D won't do him justice, because for the real Larry King experience, you have to be in the room with him when he farts. Let's see you invent something like that, scientists. All right, Joe in Memphis, you're on the air. Can you tell me what I had for dinner? Anyway, my point is, if I have a point, do I have a point? Maybe. Anyway, the point is, I don't think we need a new kind of TV. If I want to see anything in 3D, I'll look out the damn window. There, it's all in 3D right there. But it's not just about the 3D at the Consumer Electronics. There's another new gadget making its debut this year, the video phone on TV. Think it through. That sounds awesome. No, it doesn't. If you're a guy, the TV is a device which is used for mainly two things: football and pornography. That's what your TV is for. Football and porn. Very different, of course. One is sweaty men piling on top of each other, and the other one's football. But do you really want... Think it through. Do you really want a video TV on your, on a video phone on your TV? Do you want your porn viewing interrupted by a telephone call from your grandma? Hello, did I catch you in the middle of something? Oh, you've got your grandpa's balls. I went too far there, didn't I? Sorry about that. Oh, you've got your grandpa's balls. That's too much. Even I know there's got to be a limit to this stuff. You know, the only high-tech gadget I like is the iPhone. Every time I get a phone, I get an iPhone, and then the other one comes. There's another one, and mine is obsolete. I can't get. Every time one comes along, I just can't wait to get my hands on it. Is what I'm saying. I'm like the way Tiger Woods is with women. Every time I see one, I just gotta. You know what? I threw myself off when I said, "Oh, you've got your grandpa's balls." I think, and we have been doing this show for years, and I've said a lot of very questionable things, but that's the worst yet. Yet. The producer looks a little bit angry. I don't think he likes it when I mentioned Grandpa's ball. We'll take a commercial break, and when we come back, I promise not to mention Grandpa's balls. Everybody, welcome back to the big show where we celebrate the fact we're still on at the same time as we've been on for the last couple of years, and oh, it doesn't matter, everybody watches it on the YouTube now anyway. A lot of you people are watching right now and like, I don't even know what time this show goes out at, right? A lot of you people are watching right now. Alright, do we have time for email? Yeah. Well, how much time do we have? Depends on who you're asking. What do you mean? Well, if you ask certain television executives, maybe we've got no more time at all. Are you implying that you may also go through some upheaval here at CBS? Not a chance. Yep, CBS, consistently boring stuff. All right, this is from Brianna in Los Angeles in California. Brianna says, "Dear Craig, I am at my parents' house for the weekend and today I ate some shrooms." Is it weird that I can trip while I am watching TV with my mom and she won't notice something's up? Stop thinking about yourself. Did it ever occur to you that your mom might also be tripping? Kids today, you only think about yourself. Don't you hate it when the kids are, I think they're the only ones that can take shrooms? I would never in any way condone that type of behavior. This is from Amy in Hamburg in New York. I thought Hamburg was in Germany. Must be another one. Dear Craig, I can never seem to talk my way out of a speeding ticket. Do you have any advice for the next time I get pulled over? Well, that's two separate questions, isn't it? I can never talk my way out of a speeding ticket, full stop. Do you have any advice for the next time I get pulled over? Oh, that kind of pulled over. Consistently boring stuff. Yeah, pretend to be French. Unless you get pulled over in France, in which case, congratulations. This is from Isaac in Corvallis in Oregon. Corvallis. Oh, that's a good name, isn't it? Corvallis. I'd like to be one of those. You know, Corvallis. Join the Corvallis. I will. Okay, my liege. Hey, Craig, in a few days I'm leaving for boot camp. I'm joining the United States Marine Corps. My mother is very supportive, but still sad to see me go. It would raise her spirits if you would say hi to her on the show. Her name is Cinda. We're both big fans of the show. Hi. Careful there in boot camp with, you know, there's a lot of physical activity there. You eat your greens and stuff. Do I look like I know what goes on at a boot camp? I don't know what goes on. I'm like, oh, look, soldiers. All right, this is from Reed in Austin in Texas. If you don't know Austin in Texas, Texas is a large meat-eating state where people enjoy the internal combustion engine and guns. And right in the kind of, well, off to this, there's a town called Austin where they like vegetables and Priuses. Right in the middle there. Reed says, hey, Craig, I'm coming to LA for the first time to see the BCS National Championship game. What's the college? Oh, it's tonight. Yeah. Oh, it is tonight. It's the, is it, what? It's over already. It's over already? Is it? Oh, yeah, of course, because we're live. What a game, though, right? Man! It's Alabama and the Longhorns, wasn't it? Wow, and what? And who? I was like... And then when I was like, oh! Anyway, never mind. Have a safe trip home. Anyway, hey, Craig, I'm coming to L.A. Your stories about L.A. make it seem like a god-awful place. Especially Hollywood Boulevard. I'm worried I won't like it there. Can you tell me something good about LA to ease my mind? We've got a subway. I once saw Seinfeld. Not the show, the actual guy, Seinfeld. You know, in LA. That kind of thing happens here once in a blue moon. I don't know Jerry Seinfeld, so I couldn't say, hey, Seinfeld! Actually, I could do that. He probably gets that all the time, doesn't he? They're like, oh, hey! I'd do that back to him. That would be awesome if that happened. But it didn't. How are those shrooms doing? You all right there? We'll be right back, everybody. We'll be right back. My first guest tonight is a comedy icon, which means he's a comedian and he's been doing it for a long time. And he's very, very funny. On January the 13th, he'll be in the Hard Rock Live in Orlando, Florida, which is one of the states towards the southeast of America. Then on January the 17th, he'll be at the Florida Theatre in Jacksonville, also in Florida. Please welcome the hilarious bag o' nonsense that is Stephen Wright, everybody. Stephen Wright.
Thanks. When I was a little kid, I wished the first words I ever said was the word quote, so right before I died, I could say unquote. Lots of my friends have babies, but I don't have any babies. I have lots of friends. Babies don't have any friends. They all have those baby monitors so they can hear the baby from the other room, which I think is a form of wiretapping. Someday he's going to be a really smart baby that makes a fake recording of some fake baby noises. He's going to crawl out the window and go to Italy. I need one of those baby monitors from my subconscious to my consciousness so I can know what the hell I'm really thinking about. Sometimes I talk to myself fluently in languages I'm unfamiliar with. Just to screw with my subconscious. When I was in first grade, the teacher told us the president was married to the first lady, and all I could think of was, wow, I wonder if she ever saw any dinosaurs. She told us about Michelangelo in the Sistine Chapel. That day I went home, I was laying at the top of my bunk bed looking at the ceiling, and I'm thinking, why not? My brother's pushing the bed around. Give me more aqua. I did Jesus and Santa Claus on a seesaw. I had Jesus on the low end, even though he weighed less. Because he's Jesus. What did Jesus ever do for Santa Claus on his birthday? Jesus pissed off a lot of people, you know. Will you stop turning the water into wine? I'm trying to take a shower. I have 2 pair of reading glasses, one for fiction, one for non-fiction. I've read the Bible twice, once wearing each pair of glasses. It's the same. Imagine Pulitzer Prize fighting. Imagine how weird your phones would look if your mouth was nowhere near your ears. Imagine Oshkosh straitjackets for little insane children. A friend of mine has a trophy wife, but apparently it wasn't first place. Whenever I fill out an application, it says, in case of an emergency, notify. I put doctor. What the hell is my mother going to do? My mother was always feeding me pancakes with maple syrup, then she switched to truth serum. I'd be eating the pancakes saying, yes, I'm the one who broke the window. When I caught on to this, I realized every time I ate pancakes, a few hours later, I got the crap beat out of me. And one day she said, Stephen, you want some pancakes? I said, no, I don't like pancakes. I said, how about some waffles? Got the crap beat out of me. When I go to the grocery store and I see a guy pushing 30 shopping carts across the parking lot, sometimes I say, you know, somebody else might want to use one of those. Thanks a lot.
David. Very, very good. Very, very good. Please sit down. Relax. It's lovely to see you again. How are you? You sound well.
I'm all right, considering.
You're out on the road. You're doing the stand-up on the road. That'll be nice. You're going to Florida, I believe.
Yeah, I've been there several times, and whenever I go, I'm there again.
Have you ever counted up the amount of times you've been to Florida?
11.
11 times in Florida.
11. Have you ever been to Florida?
11 times.
Is there a Florida in Scotland?
Yes, there is actually. There's a Florida in Scotland, there's also a Florida in France, and there's a Florida in Australia.
Really?
Yeah, but the Florida in Australia is upside down.
Oh. So, so it's a chain, then?
It's a chain, yeah. They're kind of like... The good thing is, you always know you're going to get the same thing. So you could go to Florida in Australia or France or anywhere and say, I'd like some cortisone cream and banana, and you can have it. It's the same every time.
That doesn't happen if you're reincarnated. Like you don't come back and live the same exact life. I don't think. I mean, I don't know.
Well, how do you know?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Have you ever been reincarnated?
I'm partially reincarnated. Time-wise, like for the first 15 minutes of an hour, I've been there before.
That doesn't make any sense, because if you're reincarnated for the first 15 minutes of an hour, that's half an hour. That's right there. 15 minutes, 15 minutes, you see?
No, that's no, you don't know. You know.
I'm sorry, I thought it was Stephen Wright, not Stephen Hawking.
It's hard to follow when you don't know what you're talking about.
You have me there.
Like the 3D TVs?
Yeah,
I need a 4D.
What's the fourth dimension?
Time. You could be watching it and not watching it simultaneously. That way you have more free time.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. How are you? You're asking me how I am.
Yeah.
I'm all right.
Yeah. I did ask you how you were, yeah.
How are you? You look
I'm
good.
all right, and at the same time, not very well. I'm kind of in the fourth dimension of health. I'm fine, but not fine at the same time.
Right.
No, I'm actually all right. I'm going back out doing stand-up again. I'm going back out on the road doing, well, I call it stand-up, people call it, who's that annoying guy on in the corner?
Great, are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I am actually. I'm going to Denver on the weekend. You ever been to Denver?
Many times.
Yeah. 11 times?
7.
7 times. I thought I had you there. Denver is very high up.
Yeah.
It's higher up, for example, than Holland.
If you measure it from the Earth, it is.
Well,
if you measure
it's still
it down.
No, it's still the Earth. Denver is on planet Earth.
No.
I'm pretty sure, anyway. I mean, I can have...
Denver's good. It's a good place. Denver, Colorado. That's the only one I've been to.
No, there's a Denver in France. There's a Denver in Australia. But the Denver in Australia is upside down.
They make good omelets, too.
They do. They make a lovely... the Denver omelets are the favourites for the Super Bowl, I believe, this year.
Really?
Wouldn't it be good if there was some kind of... You know what? If you were actually in a football team and your opposition were omelettes, you'd be feeling pretty confident in the game. Starting like, here we go, guys. Who are we against? Omelettes. I think we're going to win.
I'd pay to see that.
Yeah, I'd like to see that, actually. That'd be odd. When you do your stand-up, do you ever finish with a song?
I never have, but maybe I'll try that. I do a couple of songs within the act, in the middle of the act. Well, halfway, and then 3/4, and then I don't play. Then I talk more, and then it goes back and forth like that. And next thing you know, the show is over, and
it goes by in such a blur.
Yeah, it's like a car accident, you know. Except less people involved.
Yeah.
More people.
More people, and funny, you know,
funny.
like a hilarious, like a car accident involving clowns.
Yeah, but not with clowns, but not a funny accident. It's still an accident.
No, Stephen. It's not a bad accident. It's a good accident where everyone gets better. It's like an accident, but in Australia.
Right. That's good. That's interesting.
You do this to me every time you're on the show. I always get these weird flashback things happening. And I flash back to the last time you were on the show, which is weird. And you've been on the show now, what, 11 times?
Around there. I've been having premonitions of flashbacks.
There's Stephen Wright right there. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to the show, which tonight is in 4D. So also good evening to the people who are not watching. My next guest is in a movie called Trucker, which was in the cinemas and now is available on DVD. I know, what an interesting idea. They put it in the cinemas first, and then after it's been in the cinemas, they put it out on DVD. I think they'll start doing that with lots of films. Good evening to the people who are not watching. People who are not watching, don't take a look at this. Don't ooh! What the hell is this? It's not Plinko. Do you believe they oohed? Please welcome Michelle Monaghan, everybody. Michelle Monaghan.
Very good. I'm happy to be here. It feels like I was just here last week.
Well, you were here when the movie was in the theaters, and now you're here when it's in the DVDs.
Yeah,
and that's,
exactly.
Can I mention your necklace?
Yes.
Wow, look at that. It's spectacular.
It is. I could haul stuff with this.
Yes, dude, that's a very. Does it weigh your head down?
No, but I have to make sure that I don't drink too much alcohol because I might fall forward and just fall flat on my face. So
yeah.
But yeah, it's got
that's the same reason for me too.
But speaking of doodads, there's
there's some doodads on that. Yeah,
exactly.
Did you marry an Australian?
I did.
See, I was just thinking that when you came out because I was chatting away to Stephen right there about Australia and
yes, and it actually sort of made me think of what you were talking about doodads in Vegas. Do you know Thunder? The Thunder from Down Under?
Thunder from Down Under, yeah. I've never seen them. Only 15 times. Have you seen the Thunder from Down? Have you really? It's all screaming women going, ah!
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Yeah, and it's.
Did you go when you were there?
I did.
Really?
Yeah, because they really get up close.
What effect does screaming have on a man's genitals? Like if you scream if they get up close and you scream at the genitals, do they recede?
I don't know the effect that they have on their genitals, but the effect that they have on.
Ladies.
On ladies, it must be something.
But I would imagine it would be like some kind of undersea creature. You can go.
You think they kind of like go and hide?
Yes, I think mine certainly would.
I don't know if they really want to come out and play.
No. Who were you there with? Your husband?
No, that's where I met my husband, of course. He was starring in the show.
No,
of course not.
That would have been the most awesome story ever.
Yeah, it was like that move, kind of got me. No, I was there with my. I can't believe I just did that.
Yeah. I can't believe it either.
I went there for a girls' bachelorette party.
Was it your bachelorette party?
No. It wasn't my bachelorette party. Yeah, no.
I didn't know that a bachelor. For the longest time, I didn't think a bachelorette was a lady bachelor. I thought a bachelorette was a very small bachelor. I thought a bachelorette party was just before a midget got married.
Yeah, exactly. Because they have their own special little party.
Like, yeah, but no, it's not like that.
No, yeah, you have your, as a gal, you have, but what do you call them? I did have a bachelor.
Did you?
I did have a bachelor.
What did you do in your bachelorette party?
Oh my gosh, this is so... This guy my girlfriend's hired came to my girlfriend's house. I've never told this story. And literally he put on this, he was wearing, you know how you direct traffic and you wear, like if there's an emergency and you have the orange suit.
I've never done that, but I'm
So he was wearing that. It was like the most unattractive thing you could ever imagine. He had the worst smelling cologne and he had his little boombox and he put on this sexy song. And literally he put me down on all fours and picked my legs up from behind and was trying to walk me around the room like a wheelbarrow. And I was like walking like this and he's like behind me going, like doing his moves. And I'm looking at all my girlfriends on the couch and they're like in shock, you know. And I'm like, can you do something? Can you do something? And anyway, we asked him to leave after his solo, like his, and he said, well, I don't want to go anywhere because I'm not done yet. And I said, but please, you know, I've already been on all fours. I don't know what else I could possibly do. And he left then. He left.
I thought Stephen Wright was weird.
You know what's really, I just dawned on me, my folks are here and they're in the green room.
And they don't know about this?
No, of course not. I can't believe.
Oh my Lord. Well, they do now. Then,
exactly.
So you were walked around your own bachelorette
like,
on all fours by a stripper.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, that's...
Anyway, how's the baby?
The baby. The baby's great. And I have to say thank you very much, because the last time I was here, you were kind enough and you gave me the bald eagle puppet.
I did, yes, for your baby.
It was very, very nice of you, because she's very into puppets. And I can't tell you, it has been endless amounts of fun for her and for everybody who comes over to our house.
Do you want another puppet?
I mean, if you're handing them out.
I don't have another puppet. I got that converted bone. And I've got the, what else I got? I got the little stool here, but we kind of keep that in case Tom Cruise is on.
Yeah.
No, I don't really have anything for your baby this time. I feel awful. You can't have this. This is mine.
I see some marshmallows over there. Are those
There's marshmallows. Yeah. You want to? I don't know if you should give a child marshmallows.
I was thinking for myself, actually, but.
There's only one way you can get marshmallows. I have to fire it at you from the gun.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes, this is the marshmallow gun here.
Wow.
And what happens is, I load the marshmallow in here.
Okay.
Right? And then it fires like this. So I'll show you.
Wow. That is amazing.
Now, here's the thing, though. I have to walk you around like in a wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
You can have a marshmallow. Do you want to fire it at the audience?
Yeah.
Yeah, they can't do anything.
Yeah.
All right, there you are. Take your now be careful. Do you want me to wipe this off? Because I've had my lips on it. Here, there you are.
Okay.
All right, I don't have cookies.
Where do I put it?
Put it in there.
Okay. And then I blow from the same spot, right?
Put it in there and blow. Come on, don't act like you've never done it before. Think back to your bachelorette party. Go on.
That's right, Dad.
Yeah! You gotta go. We'll see you later. I mean, in a minute. Oh, I don't know.
Que aprendimos en el programa, señor Craig.
Hasta luego.
We're out of time. We gotta go. See you tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Good night.